always those sort of games where I feel we probably had the better of the chances, even though it's just marginal. I'm always going to be disappointed. But I've said it before, and I say in this sort of league, we're still sort of learning. A lot of our players are sort of adjusting to this sort of league. They did well. I think first half they probably shaded it. And I felt obviously we grew into the game a little bit, bit more because it was physical. We had a game plan. We always try and play our that's always our plan A, but they stopped us from playing. So from a game plan perspective, they did well first half. Second half, we changed it around a little bit, tried to go a little bit more direct and try to isolate sort of their back three, and it was working. So we just need that little final touch, which sort of deserted us the last sort of couple of weeks, but much better I thought than last week, because last week I thought the performance overall was sort of a bit substandard. So I thought we're going in the right direction. It's disappointing. Again, dressing room's disappointed, and that's a good sign. So we're just hoping, little things go our way, then we can suddenly go on a bit of a run.
I think the subs changed the game for us. And Fred coming on, MK, Julian, Noah, it gave us new impetus up top, new energy. And to be fair, they're back three. I think they started to tire and was getting in behind. And it's just one of those things at the moment where, as Geoff said, last 3 or 4 games, the ball's not going in for us. We hit the post, keeper made a save, blocked on the line. And to be fair to them, they're throwing their bodies on the line, to be fair. And it's one of those ones, it just wouldn't go in. We could probably play for another 10 minutes and probably wouldn't have scored. But yeah, it will come, it will come.
I think we've gone a little bit solid in midfield now. Obviously, I don't think they would take offence to it when we said we're going a bit more workman-like in midfield, where before I think we were playing with a 10, so technically we was attacking with 4 players. So we sort of gave the Black 4 a little bit more protection and a bit more competitiveness in there. So I think that's helped, and also it's a bit of stability as well. Bailey's always played, obviously Junior's back, Adam, we've had back Charlie, Josh has done well when he's come in as well. Dino, always, unsung hero, will always cover wherever needed. So I think they've started to work as a unit and work together. So I think what we need to do is try and find a little bit more cohesion with the front three, wherever we go with. Maybe obviously again working them. Maybe that like a front three will have a run of 3 or 4 games. Maybe they can start working on that cohesion that we had last season with Fred, Lewis, and Noah, and then maybe they can come together. So again, we'll put our heads together, try a few things, and see what we can come up with. But ultimately, we're in the sort of as a mid-table where a few wins can prop us up the table. So as I said, it's not panic stations or anything like that. We just, as I said, we just need to work on a few things, and hopefully the sharpness and the end product comes.
And Sham, shout out to the defence and also Jack, who made his 100th appearance today.
Yeah, he told us as well. He got a round of applause from the players, but no, he's been outstanding. So since he signed, since he's got the captain's armband, he's been superb. There's been times where he's won games single-handedly for us. And today, the one where they gave the free kick for the back pass by Briggs on the 6-yard box, and it's come through a mountain of bodies, and he pulled off a great save. And in the second half here, the header down to his left, he's been unbelievable. And he sets examples every week in training and matches. Do you know what I mean? Never die attitude, and everyone should follow him, to be fair. He's a good set example for the players, and that's why he's the captain, to be fair. Well done, Jack.
So we've got a run of, I think, 3 or 4 home games now, so it'd be nice to get sort of good tally, and obviously Cannons would as well come in there, that sort of high fly. So and it'll be a different sort of game, I feel, than what it was today. Since when we played here, both games sort of been similar, very bitty, very hard to get on the ball. So I like to think, with another week of training, we're getting Julian up to speed, Fred back, we can start to sort of work on that sort of aspect of the field, because defensively, remember we had an issue, was conceding probably about 2 a game, so we sorted that side out. So now again we're trying to sort out the front side. So it's football, isn't it, really? But I often say the foundation of obviously doing well in this league is having a sort of a good back 4 and not conceding sort of too many, and so we've got there. So yeah, we just need to, as I said, a little bit of sharpening up, get the boys into training this week, and hopefully we can give a good showing at home against Canada.
At the end of the day, I think we was like 6 points from the relegation and 5 points from the playoffs. That's how tight it is, and I think there's no real standout team in the league. I think everyone's beating everyone. Obviously, you've got a couple of the teams that are paying, like Cannons Woods and whatnot, and Harlow's and that. But I think on your day, you could beat anyone. If you put a run together, 4 or 5 wins on a bounce, or even draws and wins, you'll be right back up there. So no, we haven't given up on that either. But I think we are, as as we did in the last year in the Prem Division, we're finding ourselves, we're seeing how other teams play, and normally what we do in the second half of the season, we normally come on stronger because we know how these teams play. So no, we're not worried. As Geoff said, not panic stations, but yeah, there's a few things we need to work on, and we'll get better as the weeks go on.